Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for the daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And this reading is going to be for the weekend, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if I'm not mistaken, Friday is going to be the 27th, Saturday is the 28th, and March 29th is Sunday. This month flew by. Wow. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking that all angels, light beings, and God, please relay the message that I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Pull the first card, the Nine of Earth. Second card, Six of Air. And we pull the Nine of Water. Okay, and the first card, Nine of Earth. Beautiful, beautiful card. What strikes me is the green. A lot of green here, and I think of nature. And of course, Earth to me would be nature. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So I'm starting to see a theme this week. At first, I didn't think that it had much to do with our careers or workplace, but this card is saying successful self-employment. It makes me think that in the beginning of the week when we were getting that message that was delivered without tact, maybe it's someone who has lost their job suddenly, whether they were fired or maybe the place that they worked for decided to downsize or maybe close up. It's going to be something that we didn't see coming. But this weekend is telling us to enjoy life's little luxuries. And we were also talking about that on Monday, where we don't want to live stuck in our ego, where the only way we measure our self-worth is through our material possessions or how much money we have or our car or our house. This is telling us this weekend to enjoy the little luxuries that we have and to spend quiet time. Like yesterday's theme was about resting and meditating and, taking it easy. Again, the theme for Friday seems to be the same, where we're spending time alone and, maybe contemplating self-employment. So if it was some of the people out there that had recently lost their jobs or thinking of leaving a job, maybe self-employment would be something that's a better option for you. A lot of us spend many, many years stuck in a job that we just go through the motions, feeling like a robot all day. I know I was one of those people. I spent 22 years at a company realizing that I wasn't happy. And you have to make changes for yourself. It's, sometimes divine intervention will take place that will remove you from a situation if you're not strong enough to make the decision yourself. But sometimes we really have to sit quietly and realize what our heart is telling us. Money isn't everything, and neither are material possessions. If you're not happy with what you're doing, whether it's a relationship you're in, whether it's a job you're at, this here is telling us to spend quiet time alone and do a lot of soul searching this weekend. And then the second card for the weekend is the Six of Air, and it says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So you don't have to physically take a trip or leave the area to experience this kind of card, the Six of Air. Taking a trip could be just something in your vicinity. It could be a short day trip. It doesn't mean that you have to jump on a plane or get on a ship. You could basically just, if you're close to like a countryside or maybe a lake, you could just drive out there and spend some quiet time. Taking a little trip out of your normal environment is going to give you a new perspective on life too. Sometimes when we're caught up in the doldrums of everyday life, we just need a change of scenery, to lift our feelings, to clear our head. This here, things are looking up, is telling me there's nothing to fear from whatever happened earlier in the week. We're going in a positive direction this weekend. And then the last card, and this is a perfect way to end the week and go into the weekend. This is a beautiful, beautiful mermaid. This has to be one of my favorite cards from this entire Angel Tarot. And it's a beautiful woman. Beautiful mermaid surrounded by all this water. To me, the water is very relaxing. Water signifies emotions. It's a calm blue color. And down at the bottom is like, it looks like a chalice filled with jewels. Jewels and gemstones. It's really a beautiful, beautiful treasure. It's 9 of them. 9 of them. And the card at the bottom reads, your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. This is great to end the weekend on this kind of note. A wish comes true. I know it was hectic in the beginning of the week. We did the best we could by trying not to overreact. We tried to get some rest and meditate. We tried to dig deep for the answers, because the message that we got earlier this week, something just didn't seem right. There was more than meets the eye, but we didn't go to extremes. We didn't fall apart. We rested, we meditated. And this card here, a beautiful, beautiful card, telling you that your concerns fade away. Because a lot of times, like I said, when we get caught up in negative thinking or expecting the worst, it snowballs, and it's just a one-way trip to the doldrums. So sometimes worrying, could really get out of control. And this card here is telling us that whatever you were concerned about this week is going to fade away. And it's probably because you got a lot of rest and meditated on it, and you didn't maybe, jump to conclusions or maybe overreact and say something that couldn't have been taken back. I myself find that sometimes it's easier to take in information and reflect on it for a little bit before I actually respond to it. But sometimes it's so hard when you get something thrown at you unexpectedly to, hold yourself back and control, your first reaction to it. But in this case, I think that's possibly why the concerns are going to fade away. And you're going to get a renewed interest in your life, a love of life, an inner contentment and peace this weekend. And again, it's because we sat back and we didn't blow up over whatever situation it was Monday. Because with Monday's cards, we had these, exciting opportunities. However, though, there was a sense of entrapment within the ego. That was for Monday. And then Tuesday, we were told to, try to balance our life, everything in moderation, of course. Do what's right and stand up for yourself. Wednesday was also, changes were going to occur at great speed. Reviewing and evaluating what our next step was. And a significant life event. Spread your wings, and we were moving forward. We weren't going to stay stuck in whatever turmoil was coming our way earlier in the week. We were going to move forward. And we knew that we needed all of the strength to do that, and that's why we rested and meditated on Thursday. And then, of course, this weekend, telling us to spend quiet time alone, considering, maybe self-employment. And again, you might not have lost your job with that message earlier in the week. Maybe you've chosen to leave the job and to spread your wings. Sometimes you don't have to be shown the door for the time to come to move on. You could make the decision. The end of a difficult situation, maybe taking a little day trip this weekend, and then, of course, concerns fading away because we responded appropriately. We did the right thing. We stood up for ourselves this week. We didn't overreact. We didn't stay stuck. We moved on, but we carefully decided what our next move was going to be, and we didn't act in haste. Beautiful way to end the week. I've enjoyed doing these readings this week, and if you've enjoyed them as well, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back. Take care.